What did your interpreter risk to warn you about that saved your patrol? Afghanistan 2011. Our interpreter was this guy named Rashid. Worked with us for 8 months. Quiet, professional, never caused problems. He had a wife and 2 kids back in Kabul. Showed us pictures all the time. His daughter wanted to be a teacher. His son loved soccer. We were planning a patrol into a village called Jari. Local elder requested a meeting about a water well project. Standard community outreach stuff. Staff Sergeant Lane Briggs was leading our squad. 8 of us total. Route was familiar. We'd driven it a dozen times before. Night before the patrol, Rashid came to our hooch around midnight. His hands were shaking. Face pale. Sergeant Briggs, I need to speak with you privately. Briggs took him outside. I watched through the window. Rashid was talking fast, gesturing with his hands. Briggs' expression got serious. They came back in 5 minutes later. Briggs called formation immediately. Tomorrow's patrol is cancelled. Intel suggests possible hostile activity. We all groaned. These last-minute cancellations messed up our entire schedule, but orders were orders. Next morning, a Marine patrol from a different unit took our route instead. They needed to pass through Jari heading north. 20 minutes into their movement, massive IED detonated. Buried artillery shell under the road. The exact spot where we would have been driving. 3 Marines killed instantly. 5 wounded. One of the biggest single-loss incidents that month. Our entire squad went silent when we heard. That should have been us. Would have been us if not for the cancellation. Briggs pulled Rashid aside that afternoon. How did you know? Rashid looked terrified. My cousin lives in Jari. He called me late last night. Said Taliban fighters came to the village. They were asking questions about American patrols. When they come, which route they take. Why didn't you tell us this before? Because they told the villagers if anyone warns the Americans, they will kill their entire family. My cousin called anyway. He knew you were coming. My stomach dropped. Rashid's cousin had violated a direct Taliban threat to warn us. Put his whole family at risk. Does the Taliban know your cousin called you? Briggs asked. Rashid nodded slowly. Someone saw him using a phone that night. They came to his house this morning. He is missing now. His wife and children too. The weight of that hit all of us. A man we'd never met sacrificed everything to save American soldiers he'd never spoken to. Corporal Vincent Hayes spoke up. Can we extract them? Bring them to the base? Briggs shook his head. We don't even know where they are. Could be anywhere by now. Rashid's hands were still shaking. This is why I almost did not tell you. I knew what it would cost my family. But my cousin, he has children same age as mine. If Taliban killed you, they would say he could have warned you but chose Americans over Muslims. They would kill him anyway. So he was dead either way, I said quietly. Yes, but this way maybe some good comes from it. Maybe you live. Maybe you help other villages. Maybe his children remember their father died trying to save people. We spent 2 weeks searching for Rashid's cousin and his family. Used every resource available. Called in favors from intelligence units. Nothing. Then Rashid stopped coming to work. His phone went dead. Our unit searched his apartment in Kabul. Empty. Cleaned out like no one had ever lived there. Briggs filed reports with battalion. They launched an investigation. Found nothing. Rashid and his entire family had vanished. Taliban radio chatter that week mentioned a traitor being punished. An example being made. No specific names, but the timing matched. Our squad never took that route through Jari again. Command rerouted all patrols around the village. The Elders water well project got cancelled. 6 months later, I was processing out of Afghanistan, packing up my gear, ready to head home. A local worker at the base approached me in the motor pool. Older man, maybe 60. He'd been cleaning vehicles for years. You were in Sergeant Briggs' squad, yes? I nodded. How'd you know? He pulled out his phone, showed me a photo. Rashid, his wife, and 2 kids, all alive, standing in front of a house somewhere with mountains in the background. He asked me to show this to his American friends, to tell you he is sorry for leaving without goodbye, but it was not safe. Where are they? The old man shook his head. I cannot say, but they are far from Taliban. He works as teacher now. His daughter goes to school, his son plays soccer. What about his cousin? The one from Jari? The old man's expression darkened. His cousin did not survive, but his cousin's children did. Rashid's family took them in. They live together now. He put the phone away. Rashid said to tell you this. He does not regret his choice. Would do it again. Because you and your soldiers treated him like brother, not servant. When you treat people with dignity, they remember. Then he walked away before I could ask anything else. I told Briggs about it when I got back stateside. He went quiet for a long time. 3 Marines died because we weren't there, he finally said. But 8 of us lived because Rashid and his cousin were willing to risk everything. Last year, Briggs got a letter. No return address. Inside was a photo of 6 children playing soccer. Rashid's 2 kids and his cousin's 4. On the back, written in English, they grow up free. Thank you for giving us reason to hope. That photo sits on Briggs' desk at his civilian job. Reminds him why some secrets are worth keeping.